a competitor in our Declamation category of the Coolidge Cup to come forward and offer a recitation. Tanish.
Thank you, Mr. Governor. Good morning, happy 4th of July, and happy Independence Day. And of course, happy birthday to President Coolidge. As Mr. Governor said, 98 years and 364 days ago, President Coolidge delivered this momentous speech in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at Independence Hall, the very birthplace of our nation. And it is my honor to be able to declaim this speech on such a momentous day in Plymouth Notch in front of such distinguished people. I chose this speech because of its message. It reminds us what it means to be an American, and although it has been almost 250 years since that signing of the greatest document in our history, its message holds significance in today's world too. Lastly, I'm going to do the classic Declamation little rant. Thank you, Mr. Pio, who's back there, and the entire Coolidge Foundation for giving me the opportunity to compete throughout the past few days and to give this very, very, very special once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to give this speech on this day. The inspiration goes as follows. We meet to celebrate the birthday of America. The coming of a new life always excites our interests. Although we know in the case of the individual that it has been an infinite repetition reaching back beyond our vision, that makes it the more wonderful. But how our interest and wonder increase when we behold the miracle of the birth of a new nation. It is to pay our tribute of reverence and respect to those who participated in such a mighty event that we annually observe the 4th day of July. It is not so much for the purpose of undertaking to proclaim new theories and principles that this annual celebration is maintained, but rather to reaffirm and reestablish old theories and principles which time the unearned logic of events proved to be sound. Amid all the clash of conflicting interests, amid all the clash of partisan politics, every American can turn for solace and consolation to the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States, with the assurance and confidence that these two great charters of freedom and justice remain firm and unshaken. Whatever perils appear, whatever dangers threaten, the nation remains secure in the knowledge that the ultimate application of the law of the land will provide an adequate defense and protection. The obedience to the delegates of their wishes of their constituents, which in some cases caused them to modify previous positions, is a matter of great significance. It reveals an orderly process of the government in the first place. But more than that, it demonstrates that the Declaration of Independence was the result of seasoned and deliberate thought of the dominant portion of the people of our colonies. Governments do not make ideals. Rather, ideals make governments. This is both historically and logically true. Of course, the government can help sustain ideals and can create institutions through which they can be better observed. But their source in the very nature is in the people. The people have to bear their own responsibilities. There is no way that this burden can be shifted to the government. It is not the enactment, but the observance of laws that creates the character of a nation. About the Declaration, there is a finality that is exceedingly restful. It is often asserted that the world has made a great deal of progress since 1776, and that we've had new thoughts and new experiences, which has given us a great advance over the people of that day. And we very well may discard their conclusions for something more modern. But that reasoning cannot be applied to this great charter. If all men are created equal, that is final. If they are endowed with inalienable rights, that is final. If governments derive their powers from the consent of the governed, that is final. No advance, no progress can be made beyond these propositions. If anyone wishes to deny their truth and their soundness, the only direction they can proceed historically is not forward, but backwards, towards a time when there was no equality, no right of the individual, no rule of the people. Those who wish to proceed in that direction cannot lay claim to progress. They are reactionary. Their ideas are not more modern, but more ancient than those of their revolutionary fathers. The rights of the individual are held sacred and protected by constitutional guarantees, which even the government itself is bound not to violate. If there is any one thing among us that is established beyond question, it is self-government, the right of the people to rule. If there is any failure in respect to any of these principles, it is not a failure on the part of the government. It is a failure on the part of the individuals to observe them. We live in an age of science and of abounding accumulation of material things. These did not create our declaration. Our declaration created them. The things of the Spirit come first. Unless we cling to that, all our material prosperity, overwhelming though it may appear, will turn to a barren scepter in our grasp. If we are to maintain the great heritage that has been bequeathed to us, we must be like-minded as the fathers that created it. Thank you very much.
Well done, Tanish. Thank you so much for that declamation of one of Coolidge's most famous speeches. I think many of the students know that he delivered the speech on July 5th, 1926, because that year, July 4th, fell on Sunday. So he deferred a day.